Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday. Not my normal day. Let me get over to comments. And I think everything is good, set up like it should be. So this is going to be real quick. I am Tony Tesler, Tony Stamps. That's me. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, this is the first time I'm doing this kind of preview situation. So we're going to see how it goes. So I just wanted, hey, Sue, awesome. So I assume you can hear me, right? So it is Sunday. As you can see, I stay in my pajamas all day on Sunday, unless I'm leaving the house. And I was not leaving the house today. So this is it. I think I did straighten up my ponytail mostly. Hey, Gloria. So yeah. So new thing that I wanted to start was giving you a look ahead at my online class. So not my workshop that I do the first Thursday of every month, but most months I will do an online class that'll be like a Monday, Tuesday situation, like later in the week. Hey, Julie. So yeah, PJ Day is good. Like I just didn't, I wasn't going to do all that just for a 10-minute thing, maybe 15, who knows? But this is how I really live. Okay. Hey, Marlene. Hi, Margaret. So yeah, I want to give you a preview of my class that I'm doing next month. And this has been in my book, in my notes, in my plans for months. So it is featuring the Adorable Owls stamp set. This was a Sale-a-Bration item that you could get free with a $50 item. Excuse me. Well, once I get all my Sale-a-Bration things that I want, I just stock up on whatever I think I can use. So I have 9 Adorable Owls stamp sets. So the first people, hey, Sherry, first time catching a live. Oh, nice, from Indiana. Nice. So this will just be a quick, this isn't like my normal kind of video, but I'm glad you're here. So yeah, talking about Adorable Owls class. So I have 9 extra stamp sets. So just let's get that out of the way. Whoever decides they want the class packet, the first 9 people, if you don't have the stamp set, I'm going to include it for free. If you already have it, don't take another one just as a courtesy so that other people can have it that may really need it, you know? But when you see the cards, if you don't have Adorable Owls, if you have the otters, if you have chickens, you know, whatever critters you have that you can substitute, maybe you want to do that, you know, maybe you'll like that better. But I thought these owls were cute, and that's what we're using. Difference with my other classes, this is also, I'm doing a Stamp-a-Stack. So normally I have 8 different cards, 8 completely different cards. You know, we have whatever products we're using and stamps and yada yada. And then, hey, Deb. And so 8 different ones, 1 of each. Okay. And I'll split it up between, like, we'll do 4 on Monday, 4 on Tuesday. Well, I've gotten requests for Stamp-a-Stacks, meaning multiples. So that's what this is. It's going to be still 8 cards, 8 card kits, envelopes, you know, all the stuff. But it's going to be 4 designs, 2 of each. All right. What is included? So you're going to get, with the 8 cards, you know, the kits, the envelopes, you're going to get a pack of the designer paper. Now I'm going to give you a choice between brights or subtles. All right. And I'm showing you the samples that I made. Our prototypes are in brights. When it comes time to make, when I'm going to air the actual class, which will be July 10th, a Monday, July 10th, I'm going to use subtles when I make those cards. All right. So you'll have time, you know, if you decide you want the packet, you'll pick which one you want, the brights or the subtles, but it's going to be one or the other. So you're going to get the pack of the brights, which is not on sale anyway. So it's not like there's any savings that we're missing out on. You're going to get a pack of the loose silver sequins and a roll of the white glittered ribbon. Actually, let's go down to the desk. How about that? Solo. So yeah, these sequins, I just got these maybe a couple weeks ago, and I love them. They look translucent and clear, and some of them silver, but then you like flip them over and it looks like they're really silver. I think they're a good generic thing. Like, we can use these for a lot of different purposes. And then this white glittered ribbon, I love this. For some reason, this is not in the catalog, but it's online. And it's not like it was on the retired list. So I don't understand, but we can still get it. So you're going to get a roll of that. And you can color this with your Stampin' Blends markers or any alcohol markers that you have. So I think it's a good generic product. We're going to use it. And again, like here's the brights. So I use the brights first. So 8 card kits, 4 designs, 2 of each, envelopes, paper, sequins, ribbon. Free Adorable Owl stamp set if you need it. Okay. Cost $52 for all of this if you're going to pick it up. $61 if you need it shipped. If you want an extra set of just the card kits and the envelopes, that'll be an extra $23. But there's no stamp with that. There's no designer paper, no ribbon, no sequins. That's just the bits, all right, to make everything. Everything pre-cut, scored, embossed. Like I do all the work for you. Marlene, sign me up. Okay. So you'll have to tell me like if you want brights or subtles. We'll see how it goes. Or once we show you the subtles ones. I also use the Go-To Greetings stamp set. So if you don't have this and you want to add it on, it's $24. That saves you the tax and shipping on this, okay? So I'm going to cover that, and I'll just put it all with your packet. Dates. Monday, July 10th is when I'm going to air this, all right? So just like my regular however often I do my monthly online classes, it's free to watch for everybody. Okay. It'll be on Facebook and YouTube. I will go over the measurements as I'm going through it. So you can just watch along and make it with me or make it later, however you want. But the demonstration, the video part will be free for everybody. It's just a matter of if you want the packet. Okay. So I'm going to give you a week to get back to me, RSVP, and that'll just be an email. I don't know if I'm going to bother doing a Google form. I may or may not. But so the 17th for that, and then it takes me 7 business days to get stuff from Stampin' Up. So 26, I should have everything. And then the 27th, I expect to ship stuff out. Yeah, Julie, I'm glad you can watch too. Like that's for people that aren't in the US. I'm glad that you guys can tune in and actually and at least get ideas, right? So let's look at the samples real quick, our prototypes. So now remember, I made all these with the brights. So our first one, this is Poppy Parade. And I really like the patterns. Actually, let me pull that out. If you haven't seen this year's pattern, so every year they change the patterns in the designer paper, like the families. Let me grab, this is Flirty Flamingo. So with 10 colors, there's 4 sheets each of each color in the pack. So we've got these like little tick marks and polka dots on one side. And then we flip it over and we've got this scratchy diagonal and then hearts. So I like it. I'm all about I like the dots especially. But yeah, I like those patterns. All right, so our first one, this is Poppy Parade. Now this is a side step pop-up. This is actually a die, a Sizzix die that my mom gave me. She bought this years ago. I don't know where she was, like some crafts place or something. And I guess maybe it was a yard sale or something. I don't know, but she found it and she's like, oh, I hope you can use this. And I've used it a couple times. And then I realized the other day, I'm like, oh, I should bring that back out, So it stands up like this. You will get all of the bits and pieces, like everything. I'm going to cut all the cardstock. You're going to be cutting your own designer series paper. All right. So you're going to get your packet. We're going to go over the measurements. You're going to cut these pieces. The reason for that is, what if you don't want to use the same pattern that I did, right? Or what if you want to change your colors? So that part's up to you. Okay. So we've got a layer. We've got a 2.5-inch circle behind here. I don't know if that's going to show up really well. Then we've got the decorative circle. Then we've got a white circle embossed with the timeless type, time-worn type. I don't know if that detail's coming in. And then I brought in the country bouquet punch. So whatever color, I'm trying to think. I think I might be doing this one in the subtles. Let me look at my notes in Bubble Bath. So I will pre-punch these hearts for you. All right. And then I just took the stamp set. This is from the Owl set. And I used a marker to ink them and did that on the stamps. If you want to leave these off, if you want to emboss them, you have that option. All right. Then we're tying some of the ribbon on, coloring. So that's another thing. With each card, we're going to explore some different ways that you can color things. Okay. Hey, Rose. Hi, Carol. So this one I used Stampin' Blends, some different Stampin' Blends, and I'm going to use different ways to color on each set of cards. All right. I'm also including, and I don't know if you can tell this, but some of my coveted shimmery white paper, you're going to get 2 half sheets in your class packet. All right. So I like to stamp, especially when I'm coloring with blends or like some watercoloring things. I want either basic white thick or the shimmery white. The shimmery white is my favorite. Since they discontinued it, I have 2 packs left that I'm kind of hoarding, but I'm going to include it. All right. So you guys are going to get 2 half sheets. And I suggest that you just like stamp a bunch of owls on a half sheet. And then we're hand cutting all of them unless you have a cutting machine. All right. So, and then a piece of white on the back. So that's our first one. And I love that it stands up. And I don't know if you can tell, but I added sequins to all of them. All right. So that's our first one. Our second one, I love doing different patterns and different colors together. So we've got Azure, Afternoon, and Pumpkin Pie together. This one I colored with the regular markers and I went over it twice. So this is Pecan Pie. I forget which these other ones, maybe Crumb Cake and Espresso. And then added some more of the sequins inside, plain. And I'll be using 2 different colors, obviously when we do the subtles. So when I stamp live with you on July 10th, all the cards are going to be the same exact designs, but in subtles. Okay. So yeah, Julie, these are cute, but I can totally see like if people don't have this or don't like the owls, you could use the otters, you could use the donkeys, you could use the chickens, like, whatever. So that's our second one. Our third card, I love these pop-up cards. So this is what the center step pop-up card. I mean, it does stand up. It looks a little bit crooked, but I've got white on the back and I've used Melon Mambo and Lemon Lime Twist. So if you don't have, and I also went to watercoloring for these guys, and I decided I wasn't going to do them regular owl colors. I wanted to do like fun colors. So we've got green and pink owls, and add some ribbon and some sequins. And then this, folds up flat and goes in the envelope. Oh, you know what? That's a little bit too tall. I might have to try to pry him off because that is not going to go. See how he's hanging off there? That's not going to go in the envelope. Ugh, poor planning, but I almost got it, right? So anyway, that sits up like that. That's our side view, and it sits up. So I love that one. And then for the final one, so remember, you're going to do 2 of each, but I'm only making 1, all right? We're going to do a shaker card because these sequins are the perfect thing for shakers, all right? And I've got Coastal Cabana and Daffodil Delight here. And in this one, I used the chalks to color them in. So, and then I added a little bit of a different, pattern of the designer paper. So, I love it. And I left their faces white. Ooh, and I forgot to color his eyeballs in, but that's okay. So, hey, Amy. So those are our 4 cards. You're going to make 2 of each. So you have 8 cards total. All right, so that is the class, and I will have all of my info posted. This is just your preview, all right? So you know what's coming. So, yeah, I love the shaker card too, especially when you're, we got to do something with these things, but I like them. So now, see, that only took like 10 minutes. So now I want to show you some swaps that I got. So Rose and Marilyn were in a swap group with me. And Marilyn's watching too. Awesome. So I'm going to show you swaps that we got. And I think I have 2 more coming. I'm not sure. But let's just go through these. So this is from Pamela Lutner. Now, I think the deal was what, Rose? We were supposed to use new stuff and do something to the inside because the swaps we usually leave blank on the inside. So I don't know what stamp set this is because I don't have it. But we've got the Fern folder. This is from, Pam Lutner in Virginia. This, I'm pretty sure, is Azure Afternoon. And then she did a little stampy stamp on the inside. I love it. I like this ribbon. So, and I believe that is pecan pie. Also from Pam. So this is that Let's Shop or Lay Shop papers. And it looks like she just hand cut these, built a little scene, die cut a bench. I don't know what that's from. And then her inside. This looks like Calypso Coral and Misty Moonlight. And then some DSP on the inside. Nice. Then we've got some from, this is Lisa Fuller, and she's in Maine, right? Or MA, that's Maine, right? I always feel dumb. What is it, Massachusetts? I don't know. All right, well, she used the new Circle Saying set, which I love. I haven't used it hardly enough, but this is a bookbinding card. All right, so you take like a 4 1/4 by 11 card and then score it another inch or whatever and glue that down. So that looks neat. I like it. And then she made this neat bird one and colored it in. So this is that deckled dies, and she used some of the new gems, and then that braided trim that I don't even know if we can get that yet. It went out of stock. Looks like pecan pie, and put a little bird on the inside. And then these next two are from Sherry Fetters. She's in IA. Is that Iowa? I should be better about geography, but I'm not. Hey, Sharon. So, new typewriter set. This is so cute. I'm on the fence about getting it, but I like it. And then she's got the new brick folder behind there and some gems and this new ribbon. I do like the new ribbon. So this is boho blue. This is the, it's like textured ribbon in the ink colors. I really like it. And then she stamped on the inside. I like that. Now this, I really like this style of card. So you cut like strips from the front and then glue these down, and then your greeting part just peeks through there. So I like it. More cupcakes. Dun, dun, dun. This one's Marilyn's. I saved Marilyn's and Rose and mine for the last. All right, so Marilyn used, this is a new set, Gorgeous something, right? I can't remember the name of it, but this die, this is like a standalone die, and then with this ripped spiral bound paper die. I forget the name of it. Isn't it Gorgeous something? But so this doesn't necessarily match a stamp set, but I like it. And then she's got some of the gems, and I love these papers. This is the new, I'm drawing a complete blank on this paper pack, but I love it. It's Gorgeous something or other. Thanks from the bottom of my heart. Look at all these little bits that she put in there. I love it. And I believe this is Fresh Freesia. Gorgeous, Marilyn. And then this I really like. So Gail just used this last week. This is that new set, and I like it. I like all the little flower pots. This paper is, I really, It looks like pottery, like glazed pottery. And then she's got some of the metallic dots on here. And then the inside, another little die cut. I love it. And then Rose. Rose always does. Lisa is in Maryland's downline. You should get 2 cards from Marcia Gay and 2 cards from Sandy Carlson. Okay. So then I don't have them yet. And didn't you say, Rose, that you got one or you got a set from somebody? I need to make myself a note, because if I haven't gotten it, I need to let them know. Let me write this down. All right, Maryland. So Marcia Gay and Sandy Carlson. Okay. I will be on the lookout for them. All right. Nice. So, Rose, this is, I believe this is Lemon Lime Twist, right, Rose? And these are the new papers, and it looks like she just used a die to cut around them. So this is what you can do if you don't have the stamps, but you have the paper. You can just cut out bits and use them. And then these little balloons, so cute. I love it. And the die. So this is that dots and spots die. So black behind it, and then the white that she cut with that. So the black dots poke through. And then she has always dolled up her insides. I love it. And then another one from Rose. So look how gorgeous this paper is. So see this texture right here? Like it looks ripped and you see the shadows and it looks like you really added ripped paper. That's all in the paper. It's not, this is just a solid piece. I love that. And then, all these little dies. Geez, Rose, I love it. And then oh, this folds out. See, I didn't even realize. I thought it just opened this way. So this is a Z fold, right? Or, yeah, I'm getting that right? Z fold. And then just for the little greeting bit here, because really, who wants to do anything to cover up this paper? So this pattern is like roses made out of ripped up paper bits. I really like it. Thanks, Rose. And then mine, I copied the same design that I used for one of my workshop cards for June. And then I just changed the colors. So I think the ones I did for my workshop were like black or starry sky or something. But this one, I went with pumpkin pie and berry burst. And I love it. And this is called a bridge fold card. So it sits up like this. And then you can fold it either way. And it fits in your envelope. And then I just added some iridescent rhinestones. I love it. And the new brick folder for some texture. And then I did a birthday card, and I'm glad Jeanette sent me the ugly one because this was my tester, like my prototype. I didn't like it. So there's no stamp. This is the beautiful balloon set. There's no stamp that matches this particular die, like for the right size. So kind of disappointed in that, but overall, And I used the strips of the paper, and this is the, some kind of night of navy ribbon or something. So, and then I just added a little strip of designer paper because I didn't really know what am I going to stamp in there. So yeah, Rose, it does sit up nice. It sits up real perfectly. Yeah. Sometimes they don't. You're right. So I hope you enjoyed my swaps. And then I've got these are my preview cards for my up and coming Owls class. So again, that's going to air. You'll see me make them, the Subtles versions, on July 7th. All right. I mean, not July 7th, July 10th. The 7th is the month. Yep. 7/10 at 8 p.m. And that's a Monday. All right. So no need. I'm not doing Monday and Tuesday because I'm only doing 4 cards. Right. So if I was doing 8 different cards, that's when I would do Monday and Tuesday. So 22 minutes. All right. For those that are going to hang on, Gail comes on tonight at 8, and then she is joining me this Thursday as my guest stamper, right? So awesome. I will catch you guys later, and thanks for tuning in. All right. Have a good night. Bye.